Tiens, d'ailleurs, j'ai pas eu de nouveaux trucs pour craft l'armure, je crois.
So, what'll it be?
C'était là. Non, j'ai pas eu les
Oh,
morceaux
yeah.
qui me manquent.
Fine.
Oui, pas faux, et on a des avions. Comment ça, c'est quoi le rapport entre une balance et des avions? Voilà, cette optimisation que j'ai fait.
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least.
Ah,
They dismantled them to see how they worked.
technologie.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
Vraiment, on est d'accord que Mid, c'est un personnage qui ne sert à rien. Enfin, genre, elle est très sous-exploitée.
Do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Elle fait plein de trucs. Et sans qu'on s'en rende compte qu'il y a de l'importance. Ouais, mais enfin, tu vois, genre par exemple, pourquoi elle va pas sur la tombe de son père, par exemple, tu vois, c'est vachement random, je trouve.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful.
Peut-être Groudon, de quoi tu parles?
Fried mortress never failed to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sambrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Oh bah c'est pas moi qui vais le faire, hein, le plat. Bon, du coup, tout est bon. On peut partir au seul endroit, de toute façon, où je peux partir. Le désert de Crozit. Alors, marche aussi. Je sais pas quel frame j'ai eu, mais je prends. Pour les miniatures YouTube. J'aime bien la musique. Faut que tu checkes la VOD. Ouais.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
C'est bon, on eut calme, Clive.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Il se vénère d'un coup. Calme. Ah, il y a une quête secondaire là. Il y a une quête secondaire là. Il y a des quêtes secondaires partout. Ah! Non, mais là, c'est celle avec. Non, c'est pas celle avec Goats. Si, c'est celle avec Goats. Ça, c'est une nouvelle. Et du coup, maintenant, je peux me TP. Franchement, il force le TP à cet endroit-là, juste pour avoir une cinématique où on voit un bout de dune. L'espace de 3 secondes. Un peu relou. Je vois pas l'apport que ça a. Du coup, ça y est, je peux continuer mes quêtes secondaires juste parce que j'ai TP au même endroit. Goats.
Could be I know something.
Clive, listen! I've found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Kharonne's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
En vrai, Groudon, le jeu est un couloir, c'est vrai. C'est un fait.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Kharonne hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Oh putain, il faut faire tout le tour. Ah. J'ai arrêté de me dire ça quand toutes les cartes couloirs se sont connectées entre elles. Ça fait 3 zones gigantesques. Ouais, mais ça reste... Enfin, comme la... Comment dire? Comme l'exploration n'est pas utile, n'est pas récompensée ni rien. En fait, t'as beau avoir par exemple là, ici, un énorme désert. Au final, tu fais de là à là. De là à genre là peut-être, je sais pas. Ou de là à là-bas pour une chasse. Ou de là à... Tu passes là pour ça. Et tu vois, genre, par exemple, t'as aucun intérêt à venir ici. T'as aucun intérêt à venir ici. À part si une quête te le dit. Et du coup, en fait, c'est ça que les gens trouvent couloir. En fait, c'est que certes, t'as des grandes zones, mais en réalité, c'est pas pour autant un open world.
Mummy, are the bad
a mess.
Ou alors c'est un très mauvais open world. Si tu compares à la norme.
You fought very bravely.
C'est pour ça que les gens disent que c'est un couloir. Tout comme... bah, tu vois par exemple FF13 c'est un couloir aussi, tu vois. Et là c'est pareil, genre tu vois les donjons c'est... les donjons c'est littéralement... T'as un endroit, t'avances, enfin tu passes une porte, t'as un combat, tu passes une porte, t'as un combat, tu passes une porte, t'as le boss, tu vois. C'est... J'avais dit que c'était open world. Ah oui, mais du coup, en fait, t'as soit le jeu est couloir, soit le jeu est open world. Mais du coup.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours.
Oh, je vais me les faire.
But that sword is mine.
Ah, je suis pas d'accord, FF12, je trouve que l'exploration est plus utile. Genre là, tu vois, genre tu vois des loots et tu gagnes 2 guilds. Oh, je suis désolé, hein, mais en vrai, tu mets rien du tout, ça revient au même.
Leave now and we could pretend this didn't happen.
Ce bruit à la fin de sa gorge.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Kharonne's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Kharonne. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Dit-il en
I
fuyant.
need to find Goots. Right now.
FF12 des coffres soit des trucs de merde, soit des trucs pétés, c'est aléatoire. Oui, mais du coup, au moins, t'as quand même un sentiment de récompense. Et tu vois, même si c'est juste une potion, dans FF12, c'est plus intéressant que là, où t'es limité en termes de consommables.
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime.
Oui, ça rend de la vie automatiquement, mais c'était full life. Ça sert à rien.
Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you.
Comme t'es limité à
Only with
6.
your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No,
No.
4.
I don't care what she
Non,
did.
6.
I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault!
Oula!
And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goats qui l'aura plaqué.
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
Odor.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself.
Myself.
So,
Elle aussi, elle dit
wet
myself.
legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Life qui bouge pas d'un pouce. Oui. Oh la vieille, elle déconne zéro. Hein.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
Il y a Gab aussi.
First we
C'est
take the
born.
other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Et du coup, elle en a fait quoi de l'œil?
Remind me never to cross you, Kharonne.
Ok. Ça c'est fait. Bon bah, tant qu'à faire, hein, je vais continuer les quêtes secondaires, au moins ça sera fait. Là c'est quoi? C'est la quête 2, c'est rejoindre Rutherford à l'auberge de Martha. On va faire, donc on s'amuse. Et au moins comme ça permettra de dépiler la quête principale ce soir. Ah non, malheureusement on n'est pas dans Naruto, Crodon.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Ah. Oui mais non, je lui ai parlé, mais non en fait, attends, c'est à qui que je dois parler? En haut? Ok.
My lord Marquis, is that...
C'est lui qui avait envoyé une lettre.
Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle. tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter...
Et c'est la France ou quoi?
Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent...
Oh non, pas d'Alimil, j'en reviens.
The other, the old imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Alors, j'ai pas foutu le bordel dans le monde entier. Moi, j'ai fait des attentats écologiques. Mais là, le bordel actuel, c'est surtout la faute de l'Ultima. C'est pas ma faute. Moi, voilà. Moi, j'ai fait ce que je pouvais faire. Alors, 1-1. Ok. Pas plus proche comme TP. On va aller chasser de la wyvern. J'irai à Dalimil après. Je vois pas la différence. Moi j'ai troqué un peu de confort contre le fait que le fléau noir arrête de détruire la planète. Et voilà. Les gouvernements qui se pètent la gueule entre eux, en vrai, bah y a plus beaucoup de gouvernements là maintenant. Désolé hein, mais ils sont tous décédés.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Bonjour.
This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with.
Ah bah. Oh, je l'ai eu, ok. Il fait des kamehameha laser de feu, Joshua. Quoi de Draco?
That's the wyvern's liver.
Alors qu'est-ce que tu racontes?
Just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Vivre 13 ans en esclave et pas ce que j'appelle le confort. Non, mais du coup, la plupart des gens profitaient du confort de la magie. C'est juste que les pourvoyeurs, ils étaient... Enfin, après, ça, le mépris de classe, c'est pas ma faute, hein, pour le coup. Mais là, qu'ils vont plus avoir de magie, ils vont devoir travailler comme nous on le fait dans la vraie vie. Faut pas juste pouvoir faire lol, hop, voilà. J'ai de l'eau grâce à... Hop. En claquant des doigts. Donc c'est là où je dis qu'ils ont moins de confort. Je vais aller là du coup. Hein. Comme ça je pourrais rendre toutes les quêtes d'un coup. Et tous les couples que le chef du royaume de fer détruit leurs cristaux, détruit les 2 cristaux de Sambrek. Oui bah les cristaux oui mais ça je vois bien. Kupka il voulait notre mort. On s'est défendu. Et comment dire, le religieux là c'était vraiment le chef du royaume. Le chef de leur religion mais peut-être pas le chef du royaume. Puis bon il sacrifiait des enfants, c'est bon. Plus besoin de vendre ton gosse en esclave à 6 mois parce qu'il peut utiliser la magie. Bah ouais. D'ailleurs faudra m'expliquer comment ils savent que les enfants sont des pourvoyeurs.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Christos, toute l'économie du pays. Bah maintenant ils vont changer d'économie, écoute.
So you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Voilà. Voilà. Oh, ils sont trop éloignés, chiant. Voilà. Trop bien, c'est trop bien mon combo est trop kiffant.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Après, Groudon, en théorie, une religion, c'est pas parce que tu butes le pape, on va dire, que tout s'effondre. Il est censé avoir des backups.
I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Franc machin, c'est là-bas. C'est là où j'étais en fait. Très mauvaise optimisation. Ah non. Enfin oui, c'était là, mais c'est à côté du TP, donc ça va.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital.
Il y a un coffre là.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Bon, ça va. Ça, je veux bien comme ressource. Et toutes les ressources de craft... servent tellement à rien. Bonjour.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them.
M'en occupe.
Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
C'est loin? Non, ça va. Vous, là?
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Les nulos. Ils volent des pommes. Eh, là-bas, il y a un type. Le gros, je m'en occupe après. Voilà. Ah, j'aime trop les contres de Titan. Oh, bah, il est passé à côté. Et voilà. Je vais peut-être le finir avec... Oh merde, j'ai loupé mon contre. Tant pis. J'aime trop le contre de Titan, vraiment. Tu évites une attaque et en plus, tu fous des grosses patates. C'est trop satisfaisant.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler. This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a pistolus as soon as I'm...
Allez, hop hop hop. Pas besoin de se dire au revoir pendant 5 minutes là. Pas ta meuf.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Allez, on va rendre la quête. Par contre, ça me trigger qu'il n'y ait pas moyen de se heal gratuitement. Genre, je sais pas, une fontaine, là, l'auberge, juste pouvoir prendre une chambre comme n'importe quel FF ou des conneries du genre. Obligé d'utiliser des potions et d'en racheter, genre. C'est... Ça fait très archaïque comme système.
I see you're still here. The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
C'est pas une question de pas assez de potions, mais c'est juste que c'est relou. Genre, t'es obligé d'aller dans le menu ou des conneries du genre pour te soigner. Pour ensuite aller à un marchand pour racheter des soins. Enfin, tu vois, genre, c'est vachement plus compliqué que là, si juste je parle à Martha, genre, il y a une petite animation de heal, enfin, de nuit plutôt, et puis voilà. C'était quand même beaucoup plus simple. Je vais rendre les quêtes et on pourra repartir en Dalmiki. Jamais dans le menu. Ouais, mais quand t'es dans une ville, tu peux pas, avec le shortcut, utiliser une potion. T'es obligé de passer par le menu.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse.
En même temps, t'as dit que tu mourrais, Groudon. Logique du coup que tu passes toi dans le menu. Tu te soignes pas en fait.
You've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goose. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
Pas besoin d'une potion dans une ville, mais si par exemple je veux me soigner et être full potion avant de partir, t'es obligé de te heal dans la ville. Tu vas pas sortir de la ville, te soigner, revenir dans la ville, acheter des trucs, repartir de la ville, enfin tu vois.
He'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil.
Allez,
Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
récompense-moi.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Un encensoir. Super.